Hi, so my name is Chanel Cacho, and I'm kicking off my 2019 Relay for Life fundraising season. The Relay for Life event that I am participating in this year is the Relay for Life of Fayette County on June 1st. This will be my 11th relay. I did my first relay in 2010 with my Beta Club due to the encouragement of a friend who we were doing it in honor of her parents who had and have been diagnosed with cancer. So, what is Relay for Life? Relay for Life is an event put on by the American Cancer Society. This event is to raise money, obviously, to win the fight against cancer. We want to get rid of this awful disease. So, money raised from this event goes towards cancer research. That I went to Michigan State University, and some of the money actually from the ACS went towards Michigan State University because we were a big cancer research school. So, it was kind of cool when I was there for that because where I was is where some of the money was going back to, and that research was being done, and I knew professors who were doing cancer research. But anyways, besides research, it also goes towards helping patients, patient support, providing free rides to and from treatment, free lodging for the patients and caregivers. It's really just overall, it's not just to, you know, find the science behind it and try to figure out how to stop it, but it's also to help those who are currently dealing with it and help them get through this incredibly tough time in their life. So, how does the event work? Relay for Life is consisted of a bunch of teams, and also at the event, there's a track, which is why it's called Relay for Life, because at all times there should be one person from each team walking on the track, because this is to symbolize that the fight against cancer never stops. Those who have cancer can't just quit and be like, I'm done, like I don't want to do this anymore. That's not how it works. They got to keep going even when they don't want to, even when they're tired. So by continuously walking and having a member from your team on the track, it symbolizes that fight and that it keeps going. So for the event itself, it starts with the opening ceremony. Opening ceremony, they'll greet you, kind of tell you how the day is going to go, give any totals, rules, and things like that. And then from there, you have your survivor lap. Your survivor lap is where any survivor and their caregivers will take a lap around the track while everybody else and all the other teams are cheering, dancing, screaming, hollering, just really showing your support and love. And the survivor lap is what got me hooked on relay. So I did it with my Beta Club in 2010, and honestly, I did it for points. But after witnessing the survivor lap, I vowed to do this every year that I could, and I have. I came from one of the biggest relays in the country, and we had hundreds of survivors and their caregivers who took that lap, and it just gave me chills to see that many people, and they were just, some of them were really emotional and just saying thank you, and it was a really powerful thing to witness that many people who had been through such a hard time and how happy a lot of them were. And so some of them were crying, but it was just tears of appreciation and tears of joy, and it was a beautiful thing. And the survivor lap can definitely be really impactful. After the survivor lap, then the teams, all the rest of the teams, are invited to join in with the survivors and their caregivers and take a lap around the track. And once that lap has been completed by all the teams, then the event has officially started. And at that point, that is when you should have at least one member from each team on the track at all times. So the next big event is the Luminaire ceremony. And before the Luminaire ceremony, there are other teams who are doing other small fundraisers. They may be raffles, silent auctions. It honestly depends on your relay, live music. It is a fun event. It's family friendly and it's really great. So that will be going on all throughout the event. So some of these events are 5 hours long. Some are more than 24 hours long. So I'm used to doing relays that are between 12 to 16 hours long, but I have done the 5-hour relays as well. So the Luminary ceremony, that happens when it starts to get dark, and that is a solemn ceremony to remember those who have lost the fight against cancer, to honor those who are currently fighting, and to offer up our prayers and support for those who will get diagnosed with the disease. Usually there are testimonials given, and people will say why they relay, and there are luminaria bags that have a person's name, and it says in memory or in honor, and usually it's a decoration that symbolizes those people, and there's a candle or a glow stick, depending on your venue, in it that lights them up, so that it's done in the dark. And all the teams will take a lap towards the end of the ceremony, and nobody's talking. It's just a really quiet time for reflection. I personally hand make luminaria bags, so if you have somebody who you'd like me to make a bag for, just let me know, drop a comment in the video feed if you can, or send me a message if you know how to get contacted me personally, and I promise you I will make a luminaria bag for your loved one, and I will even send you a picture of it if you like. I usually upload them on a Facebook, or if I have the person's number, I'll send them a picture of it just so that they can see it and have it, or I'll even give it to you after the ceremony if you'd like it. So after the Luminaire ceremony, then the next big ceremony is the closing ceremony, and that's where they do the event totals, wrap up, talk about the teams who has the most money, and it's the finale of the event. But said relay, it's a great time. This year my goal is $1,500. Last year I raised $1,105, and that was way past my initial goal. My initial goal was $750. And when I hit 1,000, I was blown away because I had never raised that much money before. So in the 10 relays that I've done in the past, I've raised just over $2,000. So last year alone was half of the amount that I've raised over the course of 9 previous relays. So it was incredible, and I know that with that much support that I have from everybody, that I can raise $1,500 and that we can really make an impact on this fight and that we can win this fight against cancer. So I will have the link to my page where you can donate in this video. You'll be able to see it. I'll also put it in the comment section. Some employers do donation matching, so if you would like to check, that'd be awesome. You can share this link with anybody. I'd really appreciate it. So Relay for Life, it's amazing. A $100 donation goes a long way. I'm not asking for $100. $1, $10, $100, $200, whatever you can give, it'll mean a lot. But just so you can have a point of reference, $100 provides one-on-one support for at least one patient with a mentor who has been a survivor of that particular kind of cancer. $100 can provide 4 rides to and from treatment for a patient. $100 can also provide 2 free nights of lodging at a Hope Lodge for the cancer patients and their caregivers. So $100 can benefit people in several different ways who are going through this tough time. So if you can give $100, that's awesome. If you can only give 5, I appreciate it. If you can give more than $100, by all means, please do. This event is very near and dear to my heart. I haven't had anybody personally diagnosed with cancer, but I have had friends and family friends who have been diagnosed with cancer, and I know that this is a terrible disease, and I know it's something that we can get ahead of and we can fight. So if you could join me in this relay season and make a donation, I'd really appreciate it. So relay on, and God bless. Thank you.